Welcome to Living Local with Lori.
Hi, I'm Lori Johanneson. I'm a top performing realtor in Naperville and the surrounding suburbs. My goal is to connect my friends, my family with local area experts that I trust. Today, I'm sitting here getting a market update with Blake Rosenberg, who is one of my preferred real estate attorneys that I've been using for several years now. And I would like you now, Blake, to give a little introduction of yourself and who your business partner is. And then we'll go through a series of questions, and then we'll end with a little fun fact about who you are.
Excellent. Thank you, Lori. I'm excited to be here. Blake Rosenberg with Rosenberg Parker. We are a small boutique real estate firm made up of myself and my partner, Heather Parker. We specialize in residential real estate. Born and raised in the Naperville area. My office is in Naperville, still live in Naperville, so I'm excited to be here. So thank you.
You're welcome. So this year's been interesting already. We're a month and a half in, and I have to say, from a listing and buyer standpoint, it's something I haven't ever experienced before. Just taking a listing and just seeing how quickly it goes from the private listing network to active, and then multiple offers, and then contract, and then it plops in your hands, which is great. What are you seeing? What are you seeing on your end when all these contracts are coming in after multiple offers? And it's just been a unique year for me. I'm guessing it's the same on your end.
Absolutely. It's been a very busy year, especially this time of year is typically when, you can kind of breathe a little bit because the market lets up. It has not let up. It's finished 2020 with a bang, and 2021 is still roaring at the beginning. With the, unique multiple offer situation on a lot of the listings, and the rates being low, it's kind of a buyer's and a seller's market, which has been an interesting thing of counseling clients with regards to making sure that they keep the big picture of the transaction, the goal of getting closed, keep their eye on the prize.
Right. Which is why I really like you, Blake, because your goal is to keep the eye on the prize. I think a lot of real estate attorneys, what I've learned over the past 19 years is they were former prosecutors. They just want to provide some sort of other value in the transaction. And the fact that you want to keep it together and help the clients keep it together is why I like to refer you. It's not a battle. It shouldn't be a battle. It's looking out for everybody's best interests in the process. So I know I'm handling it a lot different from a listing standpoint, because there's a lot of sellers who are doing this in the private listing network before it even hits the market. Are you seeing a lot of contracts come in and then fall apart as a result of buyer's remorse?
Not necessarily buyer's remorse. I think the unique aspect of how busy the market is and that there are multiple offers and whatnot. I feel like you have the buyers on the one hand that believe that they paid top dollar for something, so everything has to be perfect. So they want all the little things fixed in the house. And then on the other hand, you have the sellers who did receive multiple offers, and they're like, listen, I got 3 other buyers waiting, so I'm not fixing anything. So again, it's trying to counsel them through when you're buying a $200,000 or $400,000 home. If you have to fix an outlet to get this sale done, do it. If you have to buy the house with an outlet that's not working, still probably worth it to just kind of see, like, does this transaction work for you? And if it does, let's get it to closing.
So the contract reads major health and safety, which I feel is very vague. Don't you agree?
Absolutely.
Right. And so that is something I always get hung up on with clients is, what is major health and safety? Is a loose toilet a major health and safety if nobody in the time they own the home has fallen off the toilet, cracked their head open?
Sure.
Loose toilets are not major health and safety. Don't you agree?
I would agree 100%. I think as an attorney, we can make an argument either way. The argument for it being health and safety is that if it's leaking, it can cause mold, et cetera, et cetera. But again, that's that counseling people to keep their eye on the prize. And it's usually a simple thing of literally leaning over and tightening the bolt. I'm not an extremely handy individual, but even I can do that.
Right. So you don't need to hire a licensed professional.
No, I don't think you need a licensed plumber to.
Maybe a plumber. I guess plumber falls in the line with that licensed professional.
Yep.
So yeah, as an agent, when I'm representing a buyer, I like to express a lot of this stuff could be more maintenance in nature. We're trying to keep the deal together. And even in a lot of other states, an inspection is just on a need to know. Like, it's not even things get taken care of. You just find out and you do it. The other thing that I think is interesting, I always tell my buyers, if there's something that's going to start on fire, like within the year that you think because miswiring, or if there's mold, like those are major health and safety, or radon, which is another really big one. So I'm glad you're in line. Like, my goal is always, as you know, because we work together a lot, is to help make sure that the deal stays together. We care about our clients. They fell in love with this home. Let's move forward.
And even those major things such as radon or mold, like nowadays there's enough contractors out there that mold's not a $10,000 fix. It's come down a lot. Radon, $1,500, $2,000. And if you look big picture, although it is something that should be fixed, if you love the house, would you pay $2,000 more for it? And typically a buyer is going to say, absolutely. And I go, then just wrap your head around that and let's get the house that you fell in love with. Because if you lose it, you don't want to regret that.
Right. So any fun, interesting short stories that you can share, or is that legal and confidential? And if you told me, you'd have to shoot me.
I'm trying to think of some good ones. We have them. I'm dealing with one now. And again, this is to the point we're talking about where my client is adamant. He wants the bathtub recaulked. And his mindset on it is that he doesn't know anybody in the area because he's moving from out of state. So he doesn't know a handyman. And if he's buying this house, it needs to be ready, and the seller should have done that. So again, it's just working with those clients to think of the big picture. And I did have one client that I offered to go change an outlet in his garage for. I told him he'd have to buy me a 6-pack of beer, in which he replied and said, I can change the outlet. I said, then why are we talking about it? Just get it done, Right. So again, I'm not very handy, but over the years, I've learned how to upgrade an outlet to a GFCI because it pops up all the time. So
I'll specialize in tightening toilets then.
There you go.
We'll help each other out. We'll help make sure that these people who want to sell and buy actually get the deal done.
Perfect.
Very good. So I'd love to know a fun fact that maybe people who work with you from an attorney standpoint don't know really who you are. Well, now behind the camera or on the other end of the email. So
sure.
What do you?
I have 2 boys. They both are diehard hockey players. So it's coming up on a year. Last February, I took over for the Sabre Hockey Association as their president. It's been interesting and fun, a challenging year with COVID as with everything else. But it's been rewarding to, work to set up procedures to make sure that these kids are still able to skate and play the game. And so it's been challenging, but definitely rewarding.
Well, it's nice that the kids can go and do something that they enjoy, which helps during a stressful time. And you as a parent can watch them thrive and enjoy it, which helps balance everything out that's going on now. Well, I appreciate your time today, Blake. I am looking forward to absolutely tremendous year. I look forward to checking back in with you and seeing how the market continues to change, as I know it will. And thank you, as always, for taking such great care of my clients and all their real estate needs, and always being a professional and handling things in a calm manner, which is very important right now. So thank you again.
Anytime.
We'll talk more soon. So thanks.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Also, remember to follow us on Instagram at Johanneson Home.